enjoy this one. What a remarkable play by the goalkeeper. That's coast to coast like buttered toast.
And he's wide open right there.
Right in. He scores!
How's it going, hockey fans? Welcome to another episode of the coolest show on skates. It's time for Ice Time. I'm Katherine Tappen. Since there's only a handful of games left for teams trying to make a playoff push, the intensity across the league has been increasing on a daily basis. To cover all of that action, we have a fun-filled show in store, so let's take a look at what we'll be featuring along the way. Up first, we'll take the ice to bring everyone up to speed on NHL news. Then we'll hit the posts to scan the social scene for content from the web. And later on, we'll highlight the amazing debut of Josh Stone in the desert. For now, though, if you want to know what's been happening in hockey, here's some advice. Let's lace up those skates and take the ice.
400 goals for Brad Marchand.
I was curious how he was going to celebrate 400, and we've been curious for some time.
And third scores. Matthews off the doorstep, and he now has a new career high 61.
Now the fans came prepared. You see the 6-1.
Nikita Kucherov back up top to Hedman. There's the shot. Scores! Brandon Point with an assist to Nikita Kucherov, who sets a franchise record with his 129th point.
The Rangers charge to the goal to celebrate Jonathan Quick, the all-time winningest American-born goalie, his 392nd career win.
Please join us as we salute number 32, Jonathan Quick.
Now that we're caught up on what's been happening on the ice, let's hop online for Hitting the Posts. Matthew Barzal is known as a creative player, and his teammate Alexander Romanov had a little fun recreating Matthew's goal celebration. We'll give his intensity a 10 out of 10, but do you think he did a good job matching Matthew? Sam Carrick is a defenseman for the Edmonton Oilers, and he also plays the position of father to these little skaters. Goals and wins are great, but hugs from your loved ones are the statistics that truly count. The NHL's YouTube channel is home to other fun videos like this, so make sure you check it out with a parent's permission.
Yep. I got no idea.
Hockey is one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ouch. There's the timer.
We just saw some NHL stars try to think of the answer quickly, so for this next question, we gave them all the time they needed. We asked NHL stars to tell us something they've always wanted to learn how to do, and some of the responses were pretty unique. Let's hear what they had to say. It's time for Breaking the Ice.
You kind of have to think of these. Oh, I've always wanted to learn how to do a handstand and like hold it. Like I tried to practice that and I could never get it when I was younger.
I always thought being able to dunk would be pretty cool. You don't really learn, but I just gotta grow, and I don't think that's gonna happen. But I always thought that would be pretty sweet to be able to dunk.
I don't know, being in Florida, there's so many things. Like, I feel like I would like to fish and be like have a fishing boat. And
tie a knot into a fishing hook. I love fishing.
Oh, I got a list for you. The main thing I've always wanted to learn how to do was play the guitar, because I feel like it'd be cool. But more recently, I want to learn how to surf, big time. I want to learn how to ride a unicycle, which is another kind of weird one, but it seems like it'd be so much fun.
Fly an airplane.
Magic, I would say. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, solve a river skid.
Living in California, I see people surfing all the time, and it's something I would love to know how to do.
Something I've always wanted to learn how to do was paint, and I've started to learn how to paint.
Watercolors?
No, oil and acrylic.
I've always wanted to learn how to like work on cars, like mechanical work type stuff.
I always wanted to play really good golf, which I guess still on track for it.
I took a class, but played the guitar. I think that was, if I could play it like those country singers or rock stars, I think that'd be one of the coolest things I'd
play the guitar.
play the guitar or the piano?
I think it'd be really cool to be able to play the guitar.
Play the piano, probably. I think that's just so cool when people can do that. But it's hard. I've tried and practiced, but I don't think I got it. I think that's something you're either born with or you are not.
I've taken a couple attempts at piano and never really goes that well, but guitar or piano or something, I'm always impressed by people that can bring out an instrument and rip.
I asked for a guitar growing up from Santa, and got it, and then was quickly tired of it, so it became my brother's.
Terrible voice, but one day if I have the time to learn, I would love to do that.
Before we go to break, get ready for Skatergories. Do you know any names that begin with the letter P? We'll show you our answers when Ice Time returns, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show, everyone. You're watching Ice Time. Before the break, we asked you to think of NHL last names that begin with the letter P. Here are our answers. Do you have any different ones? True fans of Ice Time know that they should bring their thinking helmets to every episode because we often quiz them on the spelling of difficult NHL names. And while we've featured fellas from multiple countries this season, we aren't finished with our friends from Finland just yet. Get ready for the Ice Time Spelling Bee with this Nashville netminder. Do you see what I see?
To the slot, the shot. Great save by Saros. Rebound loose. Another stop. And Josi snared it.
Saros lays up. Wasn't sure where it was, but it's underneath him.
Gets square to the puck so often and so well. He's got some of the best footwork of any goalie in the NHL.
Another great save by Saros.
He's a lot of fun to watch. Not the biggest goalie in the world, but man, is he ever effective.
Stolen away by Nylander. He comes in on a breakaway. Save by Saros.
This guy just defies the laws of goaltending.
Juuse Saros has been clutch this season for the Nashville Predators as the playoffs have approached. The Preds have been hitting all the right notes on Broadway, and recently they broke a franchise record. Let's turn up the heat with hot streaks to recap their recent run.
Don't forget about those Nashville Predators, you guys. Solidly in a playoff spot thanks to this point streak. I keep waiting for them to come back to earth, and they're not.
He scored! Open up a 4-1 lead. Cody Glass against the Vegas Golden Knights.
They're feeling it. They just have that momentum, that mojo.
The Nashville Predators come into Los Angeles and take down the Kings.
The first time in Predators history, Nashville has swept a 5-game road trip. What a goal! The captain going full throttle. Roman Josi backed it in. And another one.
It's not about how well you play, it's when you're playing well. And right now, they have all the confidence in the world.
Nyquist through the legs on the drop pass to Forsberg. Yes, sir! You better believe this team is for real. 18 straight.
Our next featured player isn't from Finland, but he definitely knows how to finish when it matters. Josh Doan, son of Coyotes legend Shane Doan, made his NHL debut on March 26th. Now, I don't want to spoil all that happened at Mullet Arena just yet, but it was straight out of a movie. Here's a highlight of the action down in the desert for the Doan family.
The first kid to be born here, play his youth hockey here, play at Arizona State, play in Tucson, and now play for the Arizona Coyotes.
The shot back up in, they score! Josh Doan's got it! First in the NHL! Oh my, the family celebrates!
Look at the hand-eye coordination right out of midair, too. That Swede is absolutely buzzing. First in the National of many. And it might have been deflected. And guess who? Unbelievable. Shane Doan who?
You are the biggest Coyote fan that ever lived, aren't you?
Yeah, I sat in the same seat for amazing 16 years, 15 years, and every night, and would cry if I missed a game until I was too old to do that. So
no, he still does.
Yeah,
I understand.
Ice Time also caught up with Josh after his debut, and while we asked him some serious questions, we mixed in some funny ones too. Let's hear what he had to say.
Your rookie lap is something you'll always remember. And I think stepping on the bench and seeing Stan Wilson for the first time and being on the bench with him when he's been along for the ride the whole time, and he was there when my dad was there at the beginning in Arizona. I kind of grew up with him, and the biggest goal was to get a chance to play a game with Stan on the bench, and that was a surreal moment. There's a couple things. Obviously, first have fun is not really a skill, but if you're not having fun, then you can't be creative and you can't create offense on the ice or make plays for your teammates. And then the thing I'd say I learned from him is puck protection. He's someone that made a living off of being good at puck protection and being good around the net. So that's the biggest thing that I got to take away from him. The ability to probably fly. I think being able to fly would be super cool. Something that as a kid I've been taught that if you're going to play the game, do it as hard as you can and have fun while you're doing it. So, I don't know, lively and competitive. I think I'm going rock first, probably because it's the easiest to throw out. I'd probably just second guess myself and throw a rock.
Before we go to break, do you see what I see? Find out the answer to this puzzle when Ice Time returns. Welcome back to the show, everyone. You're watching Ice Time. Before the break, we asked you to solve this puzzle. Did you have a guess? It's the Stanley Cup. Stan Lee was a legend with Marvel Comics and helped create some of the world's most well-known superheroes like Spider-Man and the Hulk. We're midway through today's episode, so let's preview what we'll be showcasing the rest of the way. Up first, we'll feature a breakdown of fan footage with Chill Skills. Then we'll face off the facts to learn more about hockey rinks. And later on, we'll spotlight some spectacular saves in the Weeksy Windmill. And that isn't all we'll see in the second half, so let's get right to it. Over to you, Boiler.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Chill Skills. I'm Brian Boyle. Today, we have a few great videos sent in from fans of Ice Time. Up first is RJ with the strong display of puck elevation during this drill. With a few different kinds of shots, RJ is aiming and placing each one he takes into the top shelf. Here he is with speed, he cuts around a cone. I love the footwork in all these as well. The hands are great, and the finish is perfect. He uses his body here to protect the puck. A nice cutback with a pass. He's gonna receive it back, on and off the stick and elevate it. RJ, way to go, dude. Now here's Crew with an amazing deke and angle during a drill. After skating down the ice, he spins back to set up his opponent for his next move. With quick hands, Crew puts the puck around the defender and then into the net with a beautiful backhander. The finish was perfect, but the setup was great. He got the defender to bite on the puck. He noticed that he had room around the goalie's blocker side, and for good measure, Crew decided to elevate that puck into the top corner. From scoring to saving, here's Jaden with a nice pad stop on a breakaway. He tracks the puck the whole way, makes a last-second stretch, big stretch, to prevent the goal. Look at the full-out, all-out effort, flexibility, power, explosiveness. Jaden with an unbelievable stop. Worst part about this clip is we don't get to see the bench reaction to their goalie making a huge save. Way to go. That's all we have for Chill Skills. If you want to be on a future episode with a parent or guardian's permission, post your skills to the social media with the hashtag #IceTime at NHL Network. I'm Brian Boyle. We'll see you next time on Chill Skills. Back to you, Catherine.
Earlier in today's episode, we heard from NHL stars about a skill that they've always wanted to learn. Now, while Ice Time is filled with fun and games, there's plenty of new information for you fans to learn as well. We all know hockey is played on ice, but I bet there's something about rinks that will be new to you. Let's get animated with Jackie Redmond to face off the facts.
This week, we aren't looking at a who or a what, but a where. It's time to face off the facts. Can you guess what sport hockey rinks were originally built for? I'll give you a second. Ice hockey rinks were originally constructed for curling. The word rink is Scottish for course, and rink specifications originate from Victoria Skating Rink in Montreal, where the first indoor game was played in 1875. In the NHL, the dimensions of a rink are about 200 feet long, with designated lines that serve various purposes. The center red line divides the rink into two 100-foot halves. 25 feet away on either side of the center line are 2 blue lines, which create a 50-foot neutral zone. About 64 feet from the blue lines are the red goal lines near the ends of each side of the rink, which the puck must cross within the confines of the goal in order to score a goal.
Connor in front. Nice matchup. Loose puck. Score! Right on the doorstep. Behind the net. It's in the blue paint.
Top of the crease in. Millar's able to shut that down and keep it a tie game.
To the goal line. Buchnevich shoots. And he scores. Draisaitl through the crease. And they score.
The Blues love to work the puck below the goal line and get it to the front of the net.
He thought that puck was in the net, but Ilya Sorokin makes a brilliant save.
He scores off the post.
On the goal line, it's Terry. Right through the crease. Score! It's a hat trick for Leo.
Around the perimeter of the rink are 42-inch tall boards, which mark the limits of the ice. A rink is divided into 4 zones: the offensive zone, the defensive zone, the neutral zone, and the trapezoid behind each net, where goalies can handle the puck. Now imagine yourself playing for one team. From the end your goalie defends to the first blue line would be the defensive zone. From the first blue line to the second blue line would be the neutral zone, and from the second blue line to the opposing goalie's end would be the offensive zone. The trapezoid behind each net would be where each goalie can handle the puck behind the goal line on their end. If a goalie handles the puck behind the red line outside of this trapezoid, they'll get a 2-minute penalty. Next are face-off dots, of which there are 9, 2 in the defensive zone, 5 in the neutral zone, and 2 more in the offensive zone. The center ice dot starts play at the beginning of each period and also after a goal is scored.
They're going to say center ice face-off. There'll be a face-off coming up at center ice. That's what they do when they make a mistake or an oversight, if you will. And they're going to face off at center.
The face-off goes to center ice.
The offensive and defensive dots are where play resumes after the puck has been frozen, sent out of play, or if an icing occurs. The remaining 4 dots in the neutral zone are used if an offside occurs or if the puck is sent out of play from the neutral zone. Then there's the goal crease, which is the 8-foot wide half circle with a 6-foot radius in front of the goal, where the goalie may not be impeded. Any contact with the goaltender inside the crease results in a penalty. And there you have it, an entire layout of the hockey rink. We've got you covered if you ever get lost on the ice. Thanks for facing off the facts.
Hi, I'm Seth Jarvis.
Jarvis shot, he scores! Another late period heroics goal from one Seth Jarvis. Coming in, Burns has it to Jarvis. Score! Oh, baby, the elder statesman and his protege team up to win this thing.
Hi, I'm Charlie McAvoy.
McAvoy from Marchand. McAvoy scores! To Pasternak, to McAvoy!
Hi, I'm Matthew Tkachuk.
That's for Tkachuk! He scores! Tkachuk ka-ching! Red hot Matthew Tkachuk makes it 3-1. Back home in St. Louis.
Do you get ice time?
Do you get ice time?
Do you get ice time?
Before we go to break, here's a bit of trivia to think about. What team did Wayne Gretzky score his first goal against? Find out the answer after the break. Welcome back to the show. You're watching Ice Time. Before we went to break, we asked you this bit of trivia. What team did Wayne Gretzky score his first goal against? The answer? The Vancouver Canucks. He'd end up scoring 76 goals in 117 total games against Vancouver. We asked you fans to try to spell a tricky NHL name earlier this episode, so let's see if this next guy will trip up our hockey stars. We'll find out which players brought their thinking helmets for the Ice Time Spelling Bee featuring Mika Zibanejad.
Wow, this is hard.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh no. I am going to go with
Mika Zibanejad. Mika Zibanejad.
Mika Zibanejad.
These are pretty close. It's kind of tough, actually. I'm gonna go D.
Oh my God. B. A. Zibanejad. You know that one too. We played together growing up. That is A. B.
What is that?
A.
I was gonna say A, sorry.
You can say I won this one.
This one's A. Zibanejad.
Oh, I don't know. Is it Zibanejad one eye or two eyes? That's the question. I'll go A.
I think C again.
A.
D.
I don't know.
Mika Zibanejad. Oh, I better get this right.
This one I'll get.
Oh gosh. It's gotta be A.
A. Yeah, A.
I hope that's right.
Mika Zibanejad has helped the Rangers immensely this season, and he definitely scares goalies on a nightly basis with his scoring ability. The next few goaltenders we'll feature in the Weeksy Windmill weren't fearful when they made these powerful pad saves. Spin that wheel, Weeksy.
Gloved by Leeson. He'll carry in onside. Brett Leeson wide up the court. Look out. He recovers on Lundström. Yes, sir.
A good recovery from Joey.
Yeah, Joey was able to get back to his feet. I think that was the whole key on making that save. Shane Gostisbehere will bring it in. Across. One-timer. Oh, what a save. Right pad beauty. Connor Ingram. Oh, was that ever a save?
That's all you can ask for Connor Ingram here tonight.
Pressuring in zone. Carolina has the advantage right now. Aho swings, and what a stop by the right pad of Forsberg. What a great save by Anton Forsberg. Mark that one. And Hayes has a breakaway. If he can get it, he does. In on goal. What a save by Thompson on Kevin Hayes, who did the Forsberg move there.
With the reach that Kevin Hayes has there, I thought he had it for sure.
It's great speed. Goes to the net. Save. Great save with the right pad by Shesterkin. And they're chanting for Igor at the Garden. Boy, what a save. With Lundell back. Zibanejad out in front of a great stop by Bobrovsky off Chris Kreider. Game-saving stop by the great Russian goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky. Kreider looked like he had career goal 299 and another game winner.
That's all we have for today's episode. We hope you had fun and learned a thing or two along the way. We'll leave you with more action from this past week in overtime. I'm Katherine Tappen, and we'll see you next time on Ice Time.
Jesper Bratt on the breakaway. He has a new career high. The Raven with the hat trick. Trevor Moore.
The Pasternak. He closes and